Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Zarina, and in this channel we usually talk about productivity, planning, and stuff like that. But I thought I would give you a newbie book tag video where you would get to know me. I do have some questions here, but I want to talk about some other stuff first. So get yourself a beverage of your choice. So first things first, basic background history about me. I started reading last year, January, so about 15 months ago, and 16 months right now. But as a child, I hated reading. I am a very slow reader, and sometimes what I read doesn't register. I don't know why that was. Like as a child, the books that I read, as a teenager, the books that I read, I just didn't like them. The only books that I could read was self-help books or nonfiction, whatever books. Yeah, in general, I didn't like reading. And I don't know what happened last January, but I mean, I got influenced by the YouTubers that I'm watching, but still, like, it took me a while because like I was watching them for a year, over a year, until I decided that maybe I should give that a try as well. But then I discovered audiobooks. It's because of the audiobooks that I now have inclination to tendency to read some other books. But all of that aside, one other thing about me is that in this channel, you will not see, most likely, you will not see book hauls or on hauls because I kind of don't see a point in buying. And like I mean, of course I would like the collection of my favorite books in my home. By the way, if you're new here, my cats are savages. I mean, one of them is a savage. That's why I have so many scars on my hands. So bear that in mind. I may flash you with some scars every now and then. But yeah, anyways, I understand the need for collecting books. What I don't understand is why would you buy a whole series when you don't even know if you will like that? I've seen multiple people, countless people, that they buy like 10 series books and they don't even like the first book. Why did you buy that? I mean, it could have been on sale or whatever. That's another topic. What I read is from library. But yeah, I don't have that aesthetic like wall-to-wall library. I probably will not have that in the next year. That is just what I wanted to say from the beginning so that you know what you're getting yourself into while watching my videos. I listen to audiobooks a lot because I'm a slow reader. You know, I just cannot read. I just cannot focus on what I'm reading. I need the help. I need help, okay? So if you are one of those people who say, audiobooks don't count, kindly, I don't care. I don't know what else to say. Audiobooks do count, and anyway, so let's start with the questions now. Why did you start this channel? Well, I had this channel since pandemic because I was bored, and recently I started adding reading content to this channel because usually I do productivity planning stuff, but right now I'm in a point in my life where I cannot plan for the near future, which that's what I was doing for the past year. And I am reading a lot lately, so why not make a content about what I think, you know? Why do you love reading? Well, because of escapism. That's the most precise and the best answer I can give. I love being in a different world. Let's It's just simple as that. I don't like watching movies for some reason. It's just when I read a book, it's like a movie playing in my brain. But I don't like watching movies. Maybe it's because of the shortness, because I love watching TV shows. I just don't like watching movies. Maybe it's because it's just so short that there is no point in short. I mean, like, let me explain. It's just 2 or 2.5 hours, so you just pause it once and you just finish the movie in 2 sittings. But book keeps you in it for a longer time. Like, I am a very slow reader, so I'll be inside the book for like 5 days if I'm reading it with my eyeballs. If I'm not reading it, if I'm listening to audiobook, I do some other stuff on the background, like I do my chores, I play games, I draw. So I think that's a good, like, instead of watching YouTube drama, I would rather listen to a book, because I do listen to YouTube drama, and after a while, and it gets addicting, and after a while I feel very overwhelmed, very stressed out. Even though it's not my drama, I feel stressed. So I would rather listen to a book than that. What book or series got you into reading? To be honest, YouTubers got me into reading. There was no one canon event that got me into reading. It was just building up slowly. So when did you start reading? Well, I started reading 16 months ago now, January of 2023. Where do you read? Anywhere. When I'm physically reading a book, it's either when I'm commuting, or I do like to read in the bath, or where else? In a park. I don't know how to answer this question. But when I listen to the books, I can do that anywhere, unless there is somebody else beside me, Like, if I'm with someone, I'm not gonna listen to the book. What kind of books do you like to read? Well, I love fantasy, but there's a huge but. I have very strong views on some tropes and genres, and I have very specific taste in things. For example, I don't like when the book is all about the romance. The storyline moves because of the romance. I don't like that. In short, I love dystopia the most, fantasy, and thriller. These are my top 3 favorite genres. I love these genres the most when there is less focus on romance, more focus on the plot. I'm not saying that romance is like below me or whatever. I just don't like when it is like, you don't have to have romance. Like, they could be friends. You don't have to, like, if they are friends, it's even better in my opinion, because romance, it's like you are going to have some petty drama when there is a romance. But when it's a friendship, and a strong friendship in that, I think that's way better, in my humble opinion. For example, my latest favorite dystopia book is Scythe, and in there is a romance. There's 2 actually, which is annoying in my opinion, but it's not the main driving force. I think people are looking out for each other more because of their friendship more than their feelings. Just because there are 2 characters that are single, you don't have to make them fall in love, In the book, The House in the Cerulean Sea, why did that romance had to happen? Like, it didn't have to happen. Like, it was so out of nowhere, in my opinion. Like, they could have been friends. They could have been the best of friends. I'm not saying it was a bad move. It's just that just because there are two characters that are single, they don't have to love each other. That's my hot take. What genres do you like to see talked about more on BookTube? What I see the most is romance genre and romantasy, which, let's be real, after a while it gets repetitive, and I would like to see more of a nuance. And when the books are just categorized as romance, when they have so much more to it, I feel it's like misleading. As romantasy became a thing, I would like romantasy who has some depth to it, would make a name for itself. For example, how we have rom-com, but instead of com, we have deep. I don't know. I'm just making suggestions here. I'm not making up names. So yeah, like, I would like to see more of that. The things that I have seen, like with the depth, would be like Emily Henry's Happy Place. It had such meat to it. It's not just a romance. It's not just happy and color, opposite of what you may think just because of the cover and the name. But it was heavy, and yes, it was like going around in romance, but it was heavy. It was a heavy topic. So I would like that kind of thing to be a genre, so that when we go into that, we know. I hope that I'm making sense. I've not been making videos for a long time, so it's just, I'm getting warmed up right now. Next question. What do you feel is the best way to make friends on BookTube? I don't know. If you want to be friends, here are my handles, and comment, and let's be friends. I'm open to building a community. Let's be friends. What do you enjoy the most about making BookTube videos? Well, I'm new, so the thing that I will enjoy, I feel like, is that sharing the excitement and or the hatred towards the book. I think that's something interesting, and yeah, I will enjoy doing that. What are some themes you want to see more of or less of in books? Well, I do have some thoughts about what I want to see less of, and they are billionaires and the characters who are the best at everything, and they are the most beautiful, the prettiest thing in the whole wide world. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. I have some strong views on some basic shit that you would say it's not that deep, but hey, it's just my opinion.
That's my opinion!
So I can say whatever I want. Some of the things that I point, you could be like, girl, relax, it's not that deep, but I'm spending my precious time on this book. I'm entitled to shit on it if I spend my time, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. What are some of your BookTube goals? To be honest, I don't have any goals. Books for me is just escapism. It's just there. I don't have any goals. Maybe one goal would be I would like to speed up my reading speed. Reading through things quickly and comprehending them, I think it's an important skill. So I would like to work on that, but it's not about BookTube. So next question. What are some qualities or traits that you look for when it comes to watching other booktubers? When I have questions like that, I usually start with what I don't want to see so that you could... Anyways, so again, what I don't like seeing is when people scream in the camera. Like, why are you screaming? There is this channel that I would like to watch, but the YouTuber is screaming so loudly and they're not even adjusting the audio in post-production. That you could do that, but they don't do that, and I get jump scared because I'm not good with sounds. Like, I'm an anxious person, okay? I get startled at sudden screams. But for the other qualities, like, I'm down with everything. The best thing about having this huge choice of YouTubers is that whenever you're in the mood for quiet reading, like no speech videos, they are available. Maybe you like to see a lot of B-rolls, they are available. When you want to see book content plus some vlog, like daily life action, they are there. So I mentioned what I don't want to see, and anything else is perfect. What is a fun fact about you or a hobby besides reading? Well, reading is my latest hobby. So my main hobby is drawing. I do have a drawing like art page. I have stopped drawing for the past 3 years. I think I've drawn here and there, but I want to get back to it, like be consistent at it. And I think I can utilize my downtime while I listen to books. I could draw. Recently, I've been playing Minecraft all the time because, like, I have a reason. I have not played Minecraft for over 3 months. And in the past week, I played Minecraft all day long, like for 7 days straight. And I'm kind of satiated for a while. Now I think I can listen to audiobooks while I draw instead of playing Minecraft. I think that's all for the questions. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for welcoming me into Booktube. I feel like my views on some points is a hindrance for me to find a community that I am really in sync with, because most of the YouTubers that I watch and the community that they created is more on the romance side, and I love the vibes. I love the community, the vibes in the community, but it's the books that I can't read those books. Like with some of them I watched like spoiler vlogs, and I'm like, thank God I did not read that book. And it goes for many of the romance books. Romantasy, I can do with that, but when it's just a romance, it's just, come on, our lives are more than our love life. The same thing happened when I was watching Sex and the City. I was livid with how much energy those grown-ass women put into their love life. You are grown-ass women who are extremely successful at what they're doing, but all they do is talk about their love life. I feel like it's just lazy. There, I said it. It's just lazy, in my opinion. I'm not saying every character should have like trauma or something. I understand, like, every now and then you would want some lighthearted rom-com stuff like that. But with that communities that I see and enjoy watching the videos from, the books they talk about, it's just not my cup of tea. It's just not. I hope that some like-minded people would see this video. We can do reading sprints together. We can do a book club together. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just rambling at this point. So thank you so much for watching my video. Subscribe if you think my content will be interesting for you. Thank you so much for staying until the end, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!